Good afternoon. This is Amira Muhammad. I was I worked last night, 11 to 7 shift. I haven't been asleep yet, but something caught my attention. At the bus stop, and I heard a song, and I'm like, I wonder who it's by, because I'm not really like it's a rap song. I'm not really into like rap like that, and actually I don't really listen to it at all. But something made me listen to it while I was at the bus stop. Normally I ignore it and just don't listen to it. But it's with the two musicians are Rihanna and Ti, and the title is called "Live Your Life." And I'm like, wow. I started thinking. I'm like, the stuff that they were. If you actually instead of listening to the music aspect, just listen to the lyrics, just the words, you'll be amazed at what they say in it. I mean, I'm like, if I can spit it out like they could, I would, but I know I can't. But he mentioned something uh like people are piss pot morally, piss pot poor morally, and I was like, I'm gonna look up morally, right, just to make sure the definition is correct. I'm looking them up. Really? Okay, I'm looking on my phone, and then the alarm popped up, so I'm gonna try to see if it pops back up. Okay, it says morally. That's from the freedictionary.com. It says of or concerned with the judgment of the goodness or badness of human action and character moral. And I started thinking to myself, there are so many people out there that don't have good character. Like if you think about it, they don't have good morals. They just do things half behind backwards. Okay, and a lot of things that they do don't make any sense. Like from what I got from the music was, or from the lyrics was, live your life, be you. Don't try to don't try to do almost like how can I put this? It's almost like TLC. Like you know how they have what is that song called? Don't go chasing waterfalls. I heard that before. That was a while ago. But anyway, I heard that before, and I'm like, wow, you need to stick to where you're comfortable at. Don't try to do something where and you're not that person. Don't like basically said they said don't chase. Instead of it's like basically chasing papers or something like that. It was saying. But my point is, um, trying to be yourself, stick stick to your goals, do what you need to do what's needed. Sorry, and just basically stick to the plan. And if you have goals and you're trying to basically be more than what you are and trying to actually be positive in life, I urge you to do so. Like if you decide you want to have your own business, don't listen to haters because guess what? They're all out there. They could be like I said, I think it was yesterday in my other video. Um, it could be your family, it could be your friends, it can be anybody you give information to. A lot of times, you know what? A lot of times I don't even tell people what I do as far as like business wise. I don't because a lot of times when you explain it to people and they don't see that they don't see they want to see that you can be like they want to see that you're rich or whatever, and you know that's not possible, and you have to keep at whatever you're doing to see a final result. And they have the I guess you want to say the idea. They think that just because you go into business that you should be making good money. Well, guess what? A lot of times, depending on the person, I'm not gonna say all the time, but depending on the person, they might not. Only because of maybe how they promote it, or sometimes the lack thereof. It all depends, and sometimes it depends on who they're promoting it to. Because some people are not looking for opportunities. They're not. They just don't want to do that. They're comfortable in their own skin. They're comfortable with working their own 9 to 5 and slaving over like watching the time clock and making sure every minute count and everything like that. And you know what? By all means, if that's what you're happy with, go right ahead. I just me myself, I'm just got off from work. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep doing the rat race. It's like basically rat race is how you see it. I think it's a rat or a gerbil that be like on that spinning wheel, just keep going and going and going, and it's like get the same result. Just keep every day in and day out. They eat the food. They eat food, poop, pee in the cage, and then they get on the wheel because they have nothing else to do. They get off, pee, get back on the wheel. If you think about it, you go to work. No, first you might have to get a sitter and everything if you have a child or children. You got to deal with the traffic. You got to deal with supervisors. You got to deal with managers, whatever. You got to deal with your with fellow employees, et cetera, et cetera. And you got to deal with their attitudes. If you have clients like I do, you have to deal with their attitudes. You got to kind of negotiate to get what you're like to make sure that they're in the how can I put it, to make sure that they are taken care of, because sometimes they don't want to be, I'm a CNA, sometimes you gotta literally negotiate. Come on, so and so, if you do this, then you'll be clean, or such and such. You gotta kind of like boost them up, or you can't be like, oh, so and so don't want to be clean, so I just left them alone. No, you have to try. But but getting back to the lyrics, when he said piss pot pour morally, I'm like, that is interesting, because if you think about it, a lot of people don't have sound judgment. So a lot of times you can't listen to what everybody says. You really can't, and sometimes you gotta watch them and decide for yourself if that's what you want to do in life, because a lot of times they're going to hate on you. They're going to say all types of things to discourage you, because trust me, I've had it done, and guess what? A lot of times if I see that person or people that have said something about what I do, I just don't mention it no more. I'm trying to prove them wrong. Like, yes, you can make it in, having your online business. It's just up to you and how you choose to do what you're going to do. But just think about that. Piss, pot, pour, morally. Do you know anybody like that? If you do, you need to stay away. Seriously, you need to stay away, because guess what? It's going to corrupt you. It might not, but for the most part, it's going to linger in your brain, and you don't need that. And with the company I work with, they are so into personal development, and I advise you to, click the link below and see what we're all about, because we're all about personal development and helping people get out of the rat race and basically becoming free from the matrix, because I'm serious, like, you don't want to be a slave to a job. I know I don't, and I know you don't. If there's a way to at least to try to make it happen, not try, but make it happen, then you need to get in. Well, like I said, click the link below. My link is www.workwithamira.com. If you found this information, helpful to you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and you have a good day.